Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Truong Linh and I'm a part of Cloudy team, and it's my pleasure today to tell you briefly about a topic: how to raise kids without overparenting. And my talk today will cover four main parts that I wanna talk about. The first one is parents' perspective, and the next one is kids' point of view, and then I will talk about a chore, and I'll end up with love. It is just that there's a certain style of parenting these days. Yeah, actually, we spend a great deal of time, like being concerned about the parents who are not involved enough in the children's life, their education, their upbringing. I have to say that really so. But at the other end of the spectrum, there's a lot of harm going on there as well. In terms of parents tend to think that they should be, like involved in their children's life to make sure that their kids will have a successful future. Moreover, when they raise kids this way, I mean, like by loading kids with high expectation and micromanaging their lives, like at every turn, they actually not helping. They're actually not helping. And so the kids are literally end up kind of leading a kind of checklisted childhood. And here's what is the checklisted childhood looks like. First and foremost, parent keeps their okay. First and foremost, parents keep the kids like safe and sound, fed and water, and the children are expected to like get the right grades in the right classes at the right schools, and but not just the score, not just the grade. It's about the accolades and even the sport activity and like the leadership. You may believe it or not, but some parents did tell their kids that don't start a club because of the gaining admission from the well-known university. And all that I have just mentioned, it is then some of like hope for the degree of perfection. So how do the kids feel when they're put in this checklist? So in this checklist, I have to admit that they are now withering under the high rates of anxiety and depression, sometimes misdirection, since they are wondering, will this life ever turn out to be worth it? And since the kids think that their worth comes from the grades and the score, with the parents overhelp, the overprotection, over direction, sometimes hand holding, parents actually deprive kids of things to build the self-efficacies, which means that believe in yourself. And we strongly believe that grades and score, the accolades and the awards, that is too narrow a definition of successful for kids. And instead, we are supposed to focus on childhood, providing a foundation for success wherever they go by building things like jobs and loves, white jobs, based on the Harvard grand study about human professional success does come from like having done job as a kid. It means that the earlier you start, the better, because it forms a roll of your sleep. That means that you're ready to work, and the pitch in your mind that substantially help you be ahead in the workplace. And a second very important finding from the Harvard grand study that said that happiness in life comes from love, especially love of human. How can the kids know the way to love themselves if parents don't offer them unconditional love? Obviously, parents should be less concerned about the grades, the score, and care more about the thinking and the feeling of the kids, so that the kids can feel that they matter to the parent as a human, not a GPA grade point average. Happiness does not mean that you have to go to the famous colleges or something like that, but because there are so many happy people out there, go to the small colleges, the state school, and it's definitely the parents' job to provide a nursing environment, to strengthen them through jobs and to love them so they can feel love and receive love. This brings me to the end of my presentation. let me run over the key points again, as well as the messages that our group want to convey to the audience. By loading kids with high expectation and micromanaging their lives, parents actually they are not having the kids. After my talk, after our talk, you guys can realize that the parents should stop defining their success, children's success via grades and score, and instead they should focus on providing the oldest idea of all, unconditional love. And true, although that raising a kid without overparenting is not a new problem, but it just hasn't had a effective, the properly idea. And at the end of my talk today, I hopefully think that you will consider and find the best solution for your own problems. Thank you for your kind attention.